Hello, hello, hello. We're back. It's the number one Christian caregiver coach in the country. That's right. It's Angela Amazing, your caregiver coach, your favorite caregiver coach. And I am here today to literally just talk about what goes on behind the scenes in the life and a day of a caregiver. Not just a caregiver, but people that are in the healthcare industry, period. Because sometimes we don't get a chance to hear their side and their story. The caretakers, the CNNs, the CNAs, the nurses, the people who do the what do you call it? The billing and the appointments and the scheduling, all of the behind the scene things that goes into to be honest, down to the people who help prepare meals for your loved ones. It's a lot that goes into this, and it takes a village. And I think that having amazing caregiver circles, I wanted to create a platform and create a platform where people can all come together in this industry, the coaches, the consultants, just the doctors, the nurses, the nonprofits, so that you could have a ton of information everywhere. And with that information and resources, you are not alone. So today, I just wanted to say, if this is your first time here, welcome, welcome, welcome. We welcome you to Caregiver Talk Wednesday. And I know I'm a little behind schedule because I am preparing for my big event. Yep, I've been talking about it. I am on my way to the Boss Up virtual conference in Miami, Florida. This is our second annual conference, and it's amazing. It's going to be a lot of powerful things that are going to happen at this conference. Networking, oh my God, vendors. It's going to be dynamic. So, if you hadn't tapped in, you still have a little time to get on board. We definitely have all the information at Eventbrite, which I will definitely leave under this podcast information so you can get connected. I want to send a shout out to my co-host, Miss Shakita Days, the business technician. She simply just fix your business. I love her. Her handle is just so smooth. But anyway, let's get into it. Today I wanted to talk about something that is so familiar to a lot of us, and someone who's familiar to a lot of us. And today we're talking about Bruce Willis. If you all don't know, you've probably lived under a rock because Bruce Willis is an amazing actor, one of my favorite actors, and he was recently diagnosed with frontal dementia, and with this dementia of the frontal lobe, it is literally took him to a place where he is struggling, where it's getting worse, and he's lost his memory. It's like it's gone. And he just did a movie last year. So for it to progress rapidly so fast, it happens. I want to send a shout out to Miss Courtney at Belmont Senior Living in Houston, Texas, because we just did a dementia training with her, and she literally killed it and gave me all this amazing information about dementia and Alzheimer's as well. And it was an eventful 2-day class, and it was really good. It was informative, I want to say, 2-day class. And with that, I literally learned so much. So when I heard about this, it was so familiar, because even working with residents and even family members I have crossed paths with who have had Alzheimer's, I didn't know the levels, the different, ways that they could, have it, and the fine line between Alzheimer's and dementia. So, it was a lot to take in. And, I've been networking with a few people and just kind of sharing with some other coaches, consultants, nurses, people in the field. We're talking about Bruce Willis. And so, talking about Bruce Willis, it's devastating to the world because you got, his fans are they feel like he's family to them. They've watched him for years. Just to see him in that light of not being able to remember his biggest movies. And, one of my favorite quotes from one of his movies was "Make my day." Like it was so many of them. I love so much that he played in. And it's a very bittersweet moment because it happens. It happens. So I want to hear your stories out there. I want to tap in. This is a new year. This is a new season. And again, if you're new with us, we're talking about Bruce Willis, who has a severe case now of dementia, and he is losing his memory rapidly, and things are just declining for him, and the family is very concerned. They put out a statement just this week about how bad it's getting, and it's heartbreaking because we all grew up. I grew up watching him and his movies, so it was sad. It's one of those things, but like, how do you prepare? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how do you prepare to be in a space where you're unexpectedly hit with something like this for a loved one, because you're not understanding what it is. Where do you go to get the help? How do you, rally up the strength to be able to do something or be in a space where, one point your loved one was just on the phone with you and now they don't even remember who you are. How do you prepare? What are some of the things that you can do instantly when that happened? Well, let me just tell you, we learned in the training, and I learned from experience, is the first thing is you are not alone. There are many support groups. There are many organizations. There are many places that will offer the support to you and your family that will help you come in a space where they will help you get ready for the process. I'm actually working with a client now in my mentoring program. I do have a mentoring program for people who want to set up their businesses. As a life coach, I do more than just caregiver coaching. So I help them with business coaching. And one of my nurses actually started her own consulting business and practice because she is a certified dementia care specialist. And so she will be taking on only dementia care clients and going to the homes and helping the families, reset and get aligned with all the things that they can do. Amazing, just amazing. And one of the things we were talking about and working on her website, working on her social media, I wanted to know, like, what are you planning on offering them that would be different from anybody else? And she said, because I've been there. I lost my mother and my grandmother in the fight of dementia. And she said, with a borderline twist of Alzheimer's. And it was, she said it was something close to my heart. I'm very passionate about it. And I just wanted to make sure that I, being a registered nurse, I'm there for them to offer the support that they don't know when things go differently in the middle of the night, when it can be the aggression, the frustration, the wandering, the walking, forgetting what to do next. You say, I want to be the one to help them set up a routine, get a plan of action. So I thought that was great. I'm looking forward to seeing her. I definitely will have her on my show. She will be one of my interviews that I will do. Also, if you know anybody that's in the business and want to schedule, let me know, because I am moving to Zoom. YouTube. I have already started lining up interviews, so I am booked up for the the month of March, but I have some openings for April. So let's get on the schedule and let's get this party started. I want to hear from you. I want to know what you got going on, what you have going on. I want to know, how do you prepare for your loved ones in case something like this happen? What do you want to see happen? How do you tap in? Let's talk about it. You can email me at Amazing Caregiver Circles at gmail.com, and you can send your emails in. You have time. Last year I was blessed that I got several email questions that I was able to ask on the show. It was phenomenal. So let's keep going. Let's ask the questions. If I don't know, let me get the experts, the specialists. Let me get the people who knows the answers. And, all prayers out to Bruce Willis and his family. But here's the thing. We pray for everyone who is going through this, not just Bruce Willis. We're going to pray for anyone who needs to be lifted, moving into this area, letting them know that they are not alone. And so I want to come in alignment today. And this is something I normally don't do on my show, but I want to incorporate it because, again, it's my show. So I want to be able to say, that I'm sending a special prayer out, and I'm sending a prayer out to our nation, to our country. I'm going into the homes, asking God to go into the homes of the families and just cover them with strength. Give them what they need. Give them, Father God, the ability to understand and redirect them on this journey when it comes to their loved ones, their family and friends, or whoever they're caring for. Give them the patience, the tenacity, the understanding. Like I just know, God, that you can go ahead of them on this journey. So right now, I declare and decree that it is so. It is done. And that peace will come to the hearts of everyone who has to encounter someone in this space. And I'll leave you all with that, because this too shall pass. And when I say that, it's going to be a time your loved one will no longer be here. And you want to be in a place where you've done what all you can do, but you've done it with the grace and the dignity, and you've done it with treating the individual like a person and making sure that even with the diagnosis that they're struggling with, and it can happen to any of us, that God is still good even when things look bad. So it's your favorite caregiver coach, Angela Amazing, your favorite Christian caregiver coach. I wanted to leave you with that. And again, I'm not going to hold you. I just wanted to step in alignment and just kind of give you that, again, highlighting, check out the Bruce Willis article that, I actually put on my social media. It's on my Instagram, and it's just a few little nuggets about what's going on with him, as well as other people. I highlight other people as well, but it caught my attention, and I wanted to do a show on it. So anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you in the same place next week. Bye, guys.
Yeah, it's going down. Join us at the Boston Visual Conference 2023. Tickets are on sale now. Be there or be square.